If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Oh, hello, it's Laura T. at Dream Deals 123 on eBay. I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. That's Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory fame. But we're going to talk about eBay and other stuff. I made $168 overnight. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I didn't have sales for a few days, and I decided to put everything, I said, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to put everything on promoted listings, everything, at 5%, which is much higher. I usually go about 2.2 or something, very kind of low, and I kind of pick and choose which ones I'm doing. My sales were really great yesterday. And that's what I'm hearing. I am hearing that from a lot of people. We went out today yard sailing for the first time this year, the first time here in Lynchburg where we've moved. And there wasn't much going on, but there was a fundraiser for the local cat rescue. And we went there and they had clothing for $2 for $1 and books $4 for $1, really good prices. And I'm going to show you some of that. And then on the way home, we saw just outside where we live a sign saying yard sale. So we went there, and it was a guy who had just bought somebody else's whole business. He's an eBayer too. His name is John. Hi, John. I told him to watch. I hope he does. And he's actually in a video that Commonwealth Picker made, I think he said last summer, about, and it has something to do, like they were both at a yard sale and a lady accused John of not paying, but Commonwealth Picker had been videotaping the whole thing, and he pulled the lady, said, ma'am, I have it all on videotape, and it showed that the guy had paid, and the lady was very sorry. So interesting. So he was a really great guy, giving me a few local tips. He quit his $150,000 a year job to do eBay full time so he could spend time with his family. He is going to be starting a YouTube channel. I will let you know the name of it. I forget what he said, but we'll find out. And boy, if he's doing well. Oh, well, he told me about a find he found at the local Goodwill here of 1970s Star Wars action figures. In this case, like a whole complete collection worth just, I forget what he told me, but I think it was tens and thousands of dollars or something like that. So he's doing well. He knows what he's doing. But he was selling, he had bought like a business, an eBay business that another guy had for pennies on the dollar of what this guy thought it was worth and everything. Oops. And now he was trying to empty a little bit out of it because he wants to do his eBay out of that. And he's just down the street, so I'm sure we're going to become good friends. I'm really excited about meeting him. That was really great. So I got a bunch of stuff there, good stuff. And but first, let's talk about what sold today. And wouldn't you know it, I didn't pull my stuff. All right, you know what? Why don't you watch me pull my stuff for a change? Show you what I do, because I am feeling so good. If you saw yesterday's or my last video, I had this peptide therapy. I feel 20 years younger. Like, I went out, the big test was how I would feel after I went thrifting for 2 hours. So I went thrifting for 2 hours, not yesterday, but the day before, because I made that video a couple of days ago. And usually I can hardly walk by the end of me standing for 2 hours at the thrift store, and the next day I'm practically bedridden. Well, I felt a little bit stiffer at the end of 2 hours, but nowhere near what it used to be. And my recovery was like that afternoon, I felt all better. The next day I felt great. And just now I went out for several hours of standing, which is usually when I get really, really, I really feel bad. And I feel great. I feel so great. I can put my socks on and everything. So I'm going to make a big video more about it. I'm just so excited about it, you know. So let's pick this together. Okay, I'm excited because I sold this. Did I write this down? Oh, yeah. Okay. I sold an AC/DC sweatshirt. I bought several of these, so I'm really happy that this sold. I was feeling like maybe they weren't going to sell. I sold that. I paid up for it. I paid $5. Well, not up, really. That's not bad. But it didn't sell for a lot, $22, and that includes the shipping. So I ended up making $8 on that. And then I'm going to pick this one. Hey, Yelchin, can you get me something from the other room? It's the Brooklyn cloth trucker jacket. It should be hanging up. Okay, and while he gets that, I will get the... You know what? Don't worry about it. I'm just going to tell you what I did. This is just too complicated, okay? I sold a Brooklyn cloth trucker jacket, and I can just pull it up here. I still don't know how to do the embedding thing here, like everybody has their little picture and everything here. I've got to learn. So it's just a, oh God, welcome to my world. It's just this little corduroy trucker jacket there on top. I'm not even going to show you the pictures. It's a corduroy trucker jacket, men's large brown Sherpa line corduroy with snaps. And that sold for $31. I paid $5 and I made $15 on that. Then I found a pair of shorts the other day called Men's 10,000 The Interval Black 7-inch lined athletic shorts. Just some nylon athletic shorts, but I had never seen this brand before, and I checked them out. Well, they sold for $25 for a pair of shorts. I paid $5. I made $12 on those. And then my best sale was a Baltic-born dress. This is a very, especially in the large sizes. I just bought one last week, but it was an extra small. But this one I've had for a little bit. Baltic-born Marseille embossed embroidery blue 2XL maxi dress floral. I mean, that sold for $90, people. So Baltic-born. And I found 2 of them in the last 6 months, so they're not like impossible to find. I made $55 on that. So I made $168 gross and $90 net. So this year I made $2,089 gross, woohoo, and $967 net. I maybe give a woohoo as soon as I get to 1,000. Every 1,000 I gotta give a little woohoo. Now that's, you got to take the numbers I give you as estimates, okay? I don't go in every day, and some people go and get everything exact, but I don't because it's like just so arbitrary what it might be for you or me. As far, I mean, not arbitrary. You're gonna get, I'm trying to give you the general idea of how much something might be worth, because I get it for $5, you might get it for $6 or $3 or $1 or free, and you're going to be making more money. But kind of a general idea of what it's sold for, like these 10,000 The Interval shorts, all in, they sold for $26.99. I took a little off when I was doing my figures. You know, so you see this, oh, men's 10,000 The Interval shorts, I found them. Well, I can get about 25, 26 for these, and yeah, I'll pay this amount of money for them. So that's just what I'm trying to do. And Baltic-born, you know, I got 93 for that dress, but the other one I think I listed for something like 29 or 30 because it was such a small size. So everything's dependent on so many variables. So don't get all caught up in exactly what the numbers are, if the stuff doesn't quite add up, because maybe I'm off because I'm not really trying to be super exact in the interest of time, because that takes a lot of time. I'm just trying to give an idea. Okay, let's talk about some of the things I sold, but I do have in my notes here about the promoted listing stuff. If you're having slow sales or no sales, or, you know, if you want to see what happens, do an experiment for 1 month. Put everything at 5%. See what happens. Just see what happens. You can probably afford 5%, you know, and you only pay if it sells too. So if you have all these, if you're cutting prices by 50%, but you're not doing any promoted listings, why not consider cutting prices by 10% and listing them way up there or something like that? See if that helps, because if you're buried in the listings somehow, you know, it doesn't really matter sometimes if you cut the prices. Oh, by the way, I got my hair cut. What do you guys think? I like it. I like it very much. And on the topic of, you know, I've talked about how much the cost of living here is different from where we came from. We were in like the DC, Baltimore area, right near where that bridge that collapsed was. That was right in our neighborhood. A friend of ours just sent us a picture today that he took standing from like his yard or something. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, prices. Now, where I come from, if you go to a place like Haircuttery, maybe you can get a $25 haircut. But if you want to go to a nice salon, no. And this was a nice salon. It was $25. I was really, really happy with that. We went out to lunch today at a really great little diner called the Coffee Cup with a K, and it's right down the street. And the prices there were really, really good. It was like, you know, nowadays you go to a restaurant, you can't get anything decent. You know, everything's $12.95, $15.95, whatever. Eggs, a bagel. We went to another kind of fancy schmancy bagel place a couple of weeks ago, and I think it was like really expensive. I can't remember what it was exactly. But this place was great, you know. Just an old-fashioned, you felt like it was just a very old-time, like Woolworths counter diner, but really good food, really nice people. So that was fun. Okay, let's talk about what I picked up today. This I got at the, from that guy, John. These are some suspenders. See, John knew all the prices of the stuff he had, too. So it wasn't like going to a yard sale where he knew everything. Because this guy had priced everything on eBay, sold, and he had it at, like, there were stickers on everything. The guy who John bought the place from had gone through everything and found solds on eBay and priced his items at 80%. And that's what he was trying to sell them at. But nobody was really buying it, and so he sold the whole thing to John. But John said, don't go by the prices on there. I know, you know, that you're an eBay reseller, and you know, he wanted to just move stuff. But anyways, he knew stuff, but you know, he also knew that he had to have a little meat on the bone for me to get stuff, and he just wanted to move stuff. And the good thing about it was he wasn't really a clothing reseller. He doesn't want to do clothing. He likes to do the other stuff. So he was happy to get rid of some of the clothing. Anyways, these are Dickies Perry suspenders. They're just red, and I think he gave them to me for a few bucks, and I think they were going for like 15 or something. But I think these are going to be a pretty easy sale. I don't think there were many red. I think all the clothing I got there was about 5. No, this I got at the cat sale for 50 cents. It's a My Neighbor Totoro, which is a manga company by Studio Ghibli, 1988. So this is vintage, made in USA, 3XL. I just didn't even have to look it up. I know this is going to be something. So I don't know what, but probably I'm thinking, who knows? I'll make a note of telling you that, because I think that would be very interesting. Why does everything have to be so difficult sometimes? Why does this have to be so difficult? Okay, so Totoro. So if you see stuff like that, if you see manga stuff definitely sells. And then here's another thing I didn't look up. It was 50 cents. No, some of them were priced as marked, but this was $5.75, but it's 100% pure silk. Papel Boutique evening, and a size 14. So just beautiful maxi And I think these satiny and just this satiny things, this whole kind of oriental look. Didn't look it up, but I think it's going to be something. I will put that up too, so I tell you guys what that was worth. Of course, if it sells right away, I'll tell you what it sold for. American Eagle Outfitter, they're size 26, which is very small, extreme flex, just some little, I know there's a name for this, not seersucker, but these blue pinstripe shorts are pretty popular. And then this is just like that Chico's Traveler. It's not Chico's Traveler, but it feels like it Piccadilly Fashions, and it's nothing great, but it's new with tags, and it's stretch, and it's red, which is a good color. And yeah, new with tags, size medium. So for 50 cents, I'll give it a chance. I don't think I would have bought it in the, excuse me, organic yerba mate. Once in a while, I treat myself. Okay, let's just do this. It's just got 3 of these, 50 cents each, and they're Vineyard Vine, just Vineyard Vine polo, size small, you know. Probably, it might just get, honestly, $10, maybe even less, but I'll give them a try. And they're all, it's going to be one listing. This, I didn't look these up, these 50-cent ones. My Story, I think it's rayon, and I might keep it. I think it's really cute. I love the color. And this is another one. No, I was going to say, yeah, this is another one I might keep. It's 100% cotton, Bitten Bridal, which I think is a pretty good brand, but it's just a little blue t-shirt. I always needed a little t-shirt. And this one too, I might keep. Oh yeah, definitely keeping this one. It's an owl. It's a silver owl with a little gold. I'll have to wear that. And here's another one that I might keep. I like to buy stuff at these 50-cent things. This is Lynx, and it's kind of got a fresh produce vibe, but it's got some turtles on it. I might keep that. All right. And this is just an Old Navy large kind of chambray shirt dress. So these are usually pretty popular. Now, Old Navy's not so, not a top brand, but for 50 cents. This is called the Soft and Sexy Tee, American Eagle, 50 cents. Now I have to avoid or make sure I don't do what I sometimes get caught up in doing when stuff is cheap. I just grab a whole bunch of stuff and it's really not worth it. Like that might not be. I'm not recommending to you. See, okay, all this stuff. Like I probably wouldn't have bought the Vineyard Vine or this or the Old Navy. I wouldn't have bought it at the thrift store for like $5, okay? I just got it because it was 50 cents. The same with these Marinos shoes. I looked up a few comps, never heard of them before, but they look pretty good. I might be able to get, and these are in really good shape. So they're kind of like Allbirds. Allbirds, by the way, I've heard are kind of falling out of fashion, so make sure you check before you buy Allbirds, but maybe 20 ducks or $20. I'll give you 20 ducks for that. Oh, I love the ducks on our lake. They're so much fun. There's so much duck drama, so much geese drama going on. I have to tell you sometime. These are just American Eagle Next Level Flex. And these had a tag on them of $4. And they're cargo, and I think they're a pretty good size too. 36, that's a good size. So it's short season and shorts are selling. So again, they're 50 cents. And then this is, what did I, oh yeah, it's just a weird, My Jesus, I'm Loving Him McDonald's shirt. And I think we looked him up. And it's not single stitch. No, 50 cents. Yeah, but I think they were selling the thing. And then this looked totally vintage, but I don't know if it is. Delta Pro Weight, size small, tags. It's not single stitch, it's double stitch, but it's Pink Floyd. And there were some solds that I think look pretty good, if I remember, maybe 20 bucks or something. So, and that again was 50 cents. What is this? Oh, what is this? What is it? What size is this? Oh, 20. Elaine Bryant, 20. Just a lace-colored black dress. You know, everybody needs a black dress. So for 50 cents, I'm gonna try. And then this, her denim skirts are in style. This is Vermont Country Store, which is pretty good. Size 2X. Got some good stretch in it. It's just a little stretch pull-on pockets, which is good. Denim. All right, I'm just gonna get some stuff over here. This is some of the clothing I got from John. You know, I feel so good that I think my videos are gonna even possibly be different. I feel like I just have so much more energy. I don't just feel good like physically, I feel good mentally, and it's not just because I'm not feeling mentally good just because I'm feeling so happy. It's like, I think I had like massive inflammation. This really helps with inflammation because inflammation goes systemically through your body and it'll make you depressed and stuff. Not that I was depressed, but I feel good now. Okay, these are this is Lauren Ralph Lauren. It's like a quarter zip red with a crest, and I think I can get 20 or 25 for that. I think I paid $5. And this is a Polo Ralph Lauren XXL quarter zip, and it's Liberty University here, so I'm hoping that I can get 20 or 25 from that. And then this is New with Tags crazy shirts, and I think I've sold these before. They're made in Hawaii original, but this says made in China. I don't know, somehow I had in my head that it was made in Hawaii. Size medium, and I paid $5 for this. I'm hoping to get maybe 25 or 30 for that. And then we got a bunch of stuff there just for us, like some other stuff. So, ooh, we've gone 22 minutes. Well, that's about it. Try the promoted listing, see what happens. Let me know if that helps. You can always undo it after a month if it doesn't help you. All right, see you guys in the next one.